Hello everyone and welcome to Usitility. Today we are going to see how to play War of GAMA on PC using the brand new BlueStacks 5, that is designed for blazing fast speed and high-octane action. We will be able to easily download and install War of GAMA and enjoy the game on our Windows PC with keyboard, mouse and big screen thanks to BlueStacks 5, which is the Android emulator that we recommend to play War of GAMA. So without further ado, let's get to it. First of all buddies, to start we need to open our main internet browser. We selected the one we prefer. Let's go to the current URL I have highlighted in green. Now, you are able to discover on the PC screen. You don't need to type it, because there's a clickable link in the video description and the first main comment. We landed there on the site of Usitility, where we have a nice in-depth demonstration on how you can obtain War of GAMA on computer. We scroll lower a little bit and press on the Download Game on PC button. After clicking on this link, we arrive here on the site of BlueStacks. No panic, it is just the Android emulator that we will launch to get access to this game War of GAMA on PC. It is now obvious that we have a great deal of pros of using the emulator. Now we are ready to start downloading the War of GAMA by simply clicking on the button play on BlueStacks that I have marked in green color. We then click on that button. And the download takes no time at all. Voila, this is the download. It is a file we have to execute. What we are going to do now is to run the executable file. Okay, so we click on this file. If we are on Windows 10 it will have asked us for permission to allow modifications to the laptop or device. We have said yes. I minimize the internet browser to start to see the installation software much better. The installer is very simple to use. It is made up of two options, install and setup path. I will show you what setup path genuinely does. We basically click it, and we note that we end up with here the path in which the emulator will be put in. If we prefer to modify this folder we need to click on the Browse option, therefore we pick another directory and install the emulator exactly where we desire. I am going to set it where it is. Then, I click on Back. And I simply click Install. Now, there it is. The setup begins and it's going to proceed along with the download of those megabytes which are shown on that computer screen. At the time you save it on your computer, it may be a little bit more or less megabytes. The download rate might go at a higher speed or slower, depending on your type of access to the web and according to the efficiency of the emulator servers. Today they're running rather fast. The download is finished, and now it proceeds with the installation phase. With BlueStacks 5 you can even reduce RAM usage with a single click. Especially useful if you ever face performance-related problems. In addition, you can activate Eco Mode to enjoy 87% reduced CPU usage, 97% reduced GPU usage and easier multitasking. As you can see, BlueStacks 5 is built to provide stability and performance during long gaming sessions. The installation has already finished for me. Now, the emulator happens to be started on autopilot. As you can see, at the bottom of the screen, there's a progress bar which will fill up when it attains the ending. The emulator is going to be started for the first time. In fact, the emulator has been started, here for the first time. Before we continue, as you will notice, it created two icons there on the computer desktop. The BlueStacks and BlueStacks multi-instance. Note that the BlueStacks software icon will be the one we are considering. Anytime we have to launch War of GAMA on our PC, we double-click this particular app icon and consequently start the emulator. The BlueStacks multi-instance icon allows you to launch multiple emulator instances. And with BlueStacks 5's new improved multi-instance manager in Eco Mode, players can run more game instances faster and with less lag. Let's conduct the following step, which is actually a must, and which is to log on to the Google Play Store. And we'll just click on Play Store. As you can see the Google Play is started. At this point we have got to sign in. Now once we're on this page, we must execute this following step that is definitely obligatory. So that we simply click on Sign In. Now it shows Checking Info. It might occasionally get stuck in checking info, and so it fails to continue. If so, you may attempt to connect to your account. After a few hours it's going to very likely be solved. Now we're going to provide our email and password. The email address needs to be a Gmail email address and its matching password. For example, you may use the very same email you use right now in your YouTube account. Therefore I will insert my info and I will come back immediately after I have accomplished it. That's it, info typed. Below is Google welcoming us and offering us their twos. We must agree to all of them simply by hitting, I agree. Next, it makes us possible to back up to the Google Cloud. You can also leave it selected and this will produce a backup of the data on that device to Google Drive. I am not going to select it, you do what you want. We mouse click on Accept. Google Play is started automatically and on autopilot. To install the app, we have got to visit the Android emulator desktop by clicking this app icon indicated green-colored. Now that we are discovering the desktop of this Android emulator, we see that we come with right here the Install Video Game option. We just click on the button. Here we have got the Android game. How about we click right here on the Install choice that I am showing now in green. And it will commence the software setup. Presently it will download on your laptop or computer and set up the Android game. It usually takes a little while or it might possibly be very quick. That all depends on our web connection. It's actually ended setting up. Now, let's go to the emulator desktop by pressing the specific option that I am showing in green, that allows you to run War of GAMA for the first time. We are by then on the emulator desktop, and so we are going to simply click that brand new War of GAMA software icon that's been generated. The game app is started for the very first time. There we end up with it. I could press anywhere on the screen and also make use of the keyboard. I will discuss the volume level of this emulator. It is right here. We have got the icon of higher volume and also the icon of lower volume. This manner we won't rely on the Microsoft Windows volume to increase or decrease the music of the emulator. And to take pleasure in the experience to the greatest, we will turn on the large monitor, for which we have two alternatives. This is actually the first one. We then click on this app icon which I'm mentioning in green color. And the monitor is maximized, offering one border at the top, one on the right side and one at the bottom. If we would like to have fun with the application in full screen, we click this particular application icon. And we would likely presently be experiencing the game in 100% screen setting. To stop the full screen setting, push the F11 key. And we'd now end up being in normal display setting. Now I am choosing to demonstrate to you the computer keys mapping, which is really rather useful. This strategy we will certainly be capable to make use of the game app more easily. The first thing is to mouse click this computer keyboard icon. And there you will have the ability to get the recommended configurations. I can let the normal configuration. However, if you like to modify that, you may very well do it now without any problem. Clearly, the emulator is entirely in our own language. Occasionally it happens that your emulator is started in the incorrect language, for instance, in Chinese language. And to place it in the appropriate language we go there to the cogwheel. And there inside of many other settings, we just click the language drop down. We can easily determine the language we like, Italian, Chinese, etc. After the language is decided, we would save, the emulator would restart, and also the video game, next time we run it, would of course be in the picked language. Now, you can find another information that we have to take into account, and this is that we will get an email indicating that a brand new machine has been linked to our own Google account. It definitely will question us if we are the ones who have connected that electronic device. Indeed, we really should not be troubled, as the emulator is simulating an Android tablet or smartphone. And to find which tablet or smartphone is currently being emulated, we come right here, to the cogwheel and we then click on it. And we browse here to the model choice. And now we see that the emulator is behaving like a Samsung mobile. And so we're going to receive an email saying that a new Samsung device has been connected to our Google account. That's all guys, so much for our video user demo. I hope you appreciated it, specifically that everyone found it handy. If that's the case, offer it a nice thumb up, subscribe to the channel, and I will be happy to answer your feedback, concerns or ideas. Leave them in the comment area down below. You can even leave a comment on my Twitch channel. I do live streams occasionally. You get it listed below in the video description and in the very first pinned comment. Click on any of those video tutorials that happens to be appearing on the screen and let's have fun again in the next video game videos. Bye.